Welcome to the Adventures in Alchemy podcast, where we share tips, techniques, and true stories to support you in using the law of attraction and alchemy to create magic and live the life of your dreams. Here's your host, the founder of DailyAlchemy.com, Michelle Martin Dobbins.
Hi, it's Michelle Martin Dobbins with Daily Alchemy, and I want to talk to you today about illness and whether or not illness is a test. In my Magical Life Manifesting Club, we've been working on Reiki, which is a form of energy healing. And one of the people in the class that asked me is, if you do a healing and the person doesn't heal, does that mean that the illness is a test for them? And I've been thinking about it because I don't feel like I gave a really good answer. And the short answer is no, I don't think it's a test. As in, I don't think like God or some higher power said, we're going to make you be ill for no particular reason other than for you to grow through this test of dealing with it. That being said, I'm going to share with you my thoughts on some of the reasons why we develop illness. This is my thoughts, and you can listen to it and you can say, that's a bunch of hooey and I'm not going to believe that. And that's totally fine. And really, the only reason I share this is because you can do your own take on it. And if it's beneficial for someone, if it makes them have a better feeling about an illness that they have, then I'm all for it. And you may have noticed in the past couple podcasts that I've been recording, my voice is not up to its best. And I'm a person who rarely has any illness. So I started teaching about Reiki and healing, and I lost my voice for 3 or 4 days over the Thanksgiving holidays. And I'm like, whoa, what happened here? This is really an interesting thought. So I'm still kind of processing what feelings are coming up. And I think part of it is just the fact that if I am a healer, then I can't be sick. And obviously, we all have our moments of dis-ease or not full and total health. And do I think that we can have full and total health all the time? I do, but I think that most of us have a ways to go on that. And I know I sure do. So back to illnesses and why we might develop them. One is if we ignore the emotions in our body and we just don't feel them and we try to stuff them down, then, the emotions are our body's way of communicating with us and telling us, if the emotions feel bad, then there's something that we need to attend to. And I'll be honest, when I feel bad emotionally, to me, what it means is I'm not in alignment with my higher self. What I'm thinking about this is not what my higher self is thinking about this, because from my higher self has a perspective that it knows that everything is okay. But if you don't take the time to just feel and process those emotions, then I think they kind of get deeper in our body, and that's when illnesses can occur. That's one reason why I believe illnesses occur. Another, I think that sometimes people may have soul contracts or reasons that they get ill. I often think about small children who come in and pass over very quickly, that they are doing that as a gift to the parents to help them learn to process things and to let go of resistance and wanting to control how everything goes. And I've never lost a child, so, I know that's a really painful thing, or it can be. In most cases it is, but I believe that that it could happen for these certain reasons. And let's say, I believe in the magic and the mystery of life, and I don't want to know the why about everything right now. It's not that important to me. And I know that's hard for some of us. We want to know why everything is, but I feel like some illness falls under that category of there are things in motion that we just don't necessarily have an answer for. I don't necessarily think that a small child needs to process their emotions, and I feel like that may have something more to do with their parents. But I think the thing that people do the most when they have an illness or someone around them has an illness that's serious is that they blame themselves. Because if we get into this law of attraction and spiritual growth and we're responsible for our own thoughts and our own feelings, then we blame ourselves for being sick. And I don't think that that's good for anybody. I do think that taking that time to process those emotions can be a wonderful blessing. I think spending time enjoying life and focusing on being as loving to ourselves and others as possible is one of the greatest healing techniques out there. I believe that we can learn through joy, and a lot of people learn through pain, but I think there is definitely a choice there. And even if you have this illness, that you can focus on the good. And I know it's really, really easy for me to say that from the outside and not having a severe illness, but I'll have to say what Marianne Williamson once said in a cassette long ago that I listened to, and she said, that's why I'm saying it, because it's easy for me to say that, from the outer perspective, it is easy, and we have to sometimes have other people remind us that the journey and the spiritual growth come from not resisting and focusing on everything that is good in the situation. So what can you do if you are ill? Tell the very best story about it you can. If you can tell yourself a story about how you knew that you were going to get ill because you had these emotions brewing, but now you're changing them and shifting them, perfect. If you can tell a story about how receiving Reiki and other energy healing has totally shifted that vibration in your body and you're ready to let go of that old pattern and you're healing, perfect. If you tell the story that says that my body may or may not heal, but I'm going to enjoy every part of my life and be as loving and sweet to myself and everyone around me as I can, also perfect. The only stories that I don't like to hear people tell are the ones that don't feel good to them, the ones that blame themselves, the ones that keep them feeling stuck and keep them feeling disconnected from living their lives as fully as they can, whether they're sick or well at the moment. So I'm going to send you off today. I would love to hear what your thoughts on illnesses are and why we create them in the body. You can reach me at dailyalchemy.com. You can send me emails. You can get me on Twitter, Facebook, and all kinds of places there from dailyalchemy.com. Let me know your thoughts and what you think about why we create illness in our body and how we can create more health. And I am wishing you a magical day. Go out and create something wonderful. Namaste. This episode of the Adventures in Alchemy podcast is brought to you by the Magical Life Manifesting Club. This club is a place where you can hook up with other like-minded people and learn how to create more magic in your life 1 month at a time. We have a mini class every month on a different manifesting or alchemy, law of attraction topic, which includes 2 Q&As, usually 3 or 4 videos, some PDFs, different assignments, a private Facebook group where we can link up and talk and share and ask questions and support each other. And it is a great community, especially if you don't have as many like-minded people in your real life to help you and support you and not judge you. Some of the topics that we have covered that are still there, and when you join up, you get access to all of these immediately. We have Prayer-Rain Journaling and Scripting class, a Body Love Alchemy class, an Abundance Alchemy class, an Angel Alchemy class, a Money Alchemy class, which is really in-depth. There are 30 emails that go with that you can either just look at in the space, or you can actually have the email sent to you every day to go through the class that way. That class was also sold as a standalone for $27, but the people who are in my club, they get all of my little courses unless it's something hugely major or private coaching, they get everything for free. So they got that for free as part of being in the club. And they also have a beginner's manifesting course, also the 30-day manifesting reset course. And this month we're working on healing alchemy, and I am a Reiki master, so I'm able to train people in Reiki and attune them in Reiki. So we'll be doing level 1 and level 2 attunements in Reiki. And at some point I may even go up to level 3, but I'm going to have to play with how to do that. But so much is in this group. When you sign up and you get linked into the space, you can just play all day. And the nice thing is you can download it all from Simpleroo. So here's the scoop. Right now it is only $15 a month, and you can cancel anytime. But I'm going to be changing that really soon because I've had people who have been supporting me since day one on this, and it's not really fair to them if I let new people join, download everything, and leave in a month. So it's going to switch over to a yearly membership. Believe me, there is new stuff every month, and there's already over 6 months worth of content in here, all kinds of crazy goodness. So a year membership, you would still continue to get new content every month, but that way I ensure that the people who have been supporting me, they don't pay more and get less than everybody else. And I think that's the best way to make it fair. So if you want to hop in on and try it, while it's still $15 a month and you could opt out anytime and not do a yearly membership, now is the time. You can go to dailyalchemy.com and you can click on the big button on the right-hand side of your screen that says Magical Life Manifesting Club, and it will show you everything about it and where to sign up. And you can also look in the show notes. I think I always have a link there for the Magical Life Manifesting Club because it is my joy to spend time with this club and to create magic with this club and to see all the wonderful things that happen to the members of this club. So thank you guys, and go check it out. Bye-bye. Namaste.
Thanks for listening to the Adventures in Alchemy podcast. Connect with me on thedailyalchemy.com or Facebook at facebook.com/Michelle Dobbins author. Join us next time for even more magical life tips.